But how does one go and find a good guru or the right person? How does one go and identify somebody who would be able to take me to the right destination? Somebody might
Right.
not be able to find.
So in our scriptures, there are all this information has been given that the guru is consisting of two words. Gu means andhikar, that is darkness, and ru, that which removes darkness. So guru is the person who removes the darkness, takes the disciple from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge, from ignorance to enlightenment. That is guru. This the two is made up of two words. And there have been, how to find out a proper guru. It's very difficult nowadays because, it's in the market, there are all types of gurus. So very difficult. So that is why we have to be very cautious, very careful. Sri Ramakrishna used to say that, Bhakto hobi to hobi, boka hobi keno. Be a devotee, but don't be a fool. Nobody should take you for a ride. Nowadays, many people are taken for a ride because they don't apply their intelligence. While in the field, they may be very successful and very intelligent when they are talking, when they are in the business. But when they come to religion, they follow blindly and they become prey and they are taken for a ride. No, that should not happen. Even in religion also, we should keep our eyes open. And before taking up anybody as guru, we must follow these 4 conditions that have been prescribed in our scriptures. I'm talking about spiritual gurus at present. I'm not talking about the guru. Nowadays, guru word has become so common. I will say rather cheap also. Management guru and spiritual guru and music guru and mathematics guru. So many they have become guru. But earlier, Guru Shabda, Guru word was applied only for spiritual gurus, those who imparts the supreme knowledge of the ultimate, knowledge of the infinite, taking the disciple to the infinite happiness, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, and going beyond time, space, and causation. That was the great value of the guru who used to take the disciple, taking away from Maya, transcending the Maya to the limitless. So that was the great word used. Guru word was used for that particular teacher who takes the disciple to that one. For that type of guru, the 4 conditions have been mentioned in the scriptures: Shrotriya, Brahmanishta, Avrajina, Akamahata. Shrotriya, who has got knowledge of scriptures. Brahmanishta, who is established in Brahman, who has got spiritual development and is always rooted in the ultimate reality. So Triya Brahmanishta. Avrajina, whose character is very strong, who is blemishless. Avrajina. Nishpa, purity personified. And Akamahata, who hasn't got any selfishness in him, who doesn't believe in give and take. If some guru says that you give me $5,000 and then I will give you mantra diksha, then you must remember that he is not a guru, he is a businessman. Business, there is a give and take. Well, here the guru, the real guru, gives out of his own self everything. Is purely unselfishness is the first category, is the first virtue that he has got. So these are the 4 virtues that have been mentioned in our scriptures. So these I'm talking about the spiritual gurus. Now about your own field, you can find out that one is, what we can say is that he must be having 3 things. 1, he should be having competence. Competence is most important. Person who is trying to teach you must be competent and keeping abreast with the latest knowledge. Number 1. Communicability is 2nd. Then only if communicability is not there, he may be very much capable, he must be very knowledgeable, but communicability is important. And 3rd is compassionate. This I am talking about other fields, teachers of other fields. But for the spiritual gurus, these are the 4 conditions.